तो गाइस कैसे सब लोग। तो आयन भाई के ब्लॉग ब्लॉग बोल रहा हूँ, लाइव में तुम्हारा स्वागत है। तो मैं कर रहा हूँ लाइव। लाइव कर रहा हूँ मैं यूट्यूब पे मैच का। रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस बार्सिलोना। रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस एटलेटिको मैड्रिड। साला नींद में होता था। लेट्स गो। एक गोल ऑलरेडी मार मार दिया भाई वालवर्दे ने और एक गोल मार चुकी है रियल मैड्रिड ने। और बहुत फास्ट गेम हो रहा है। अरे बाप रे। तो गाइस तुम लोग चेक कर सकते हो मेरा रिएक्शन भी और मेरा ये भी। तुम लोग चेक कर सकते हो मेरा रिएक्शन भी और मेरा। जाके देखो एथलेटिको मैड्रिड वर्सेस रियल मैड्रिड। तो तुम लोग को दोनों भी देखने को मिलेगा। मैं अभी चेक कर रहा था कि ये बराबर आ रहा है। ओ माय गॉड। ये एक नंबर लेकर भाई। विनीशियस भाई चल दिया। विनीशियस ने दिया कामाविंगा। ये ले भाई इधर। एक नंबर। भाई थैंक यू। यश का लाइव रिएक्शन करते हो अभी। थोड़ा डालता कैसे है ये? हमने लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग मैच। भाई अंदर डाल दिया, कोई है ही नहीं अंदर। ए झूठ भाई। झूठ भाई। झूठ अरे। झूठ भाई को गिरा दिया। भाई साहब है। डालना था तो मैं थंबनेल डाल नहीं पाया, मगर थंबनेल डालना है। किधर दिख रहा है भाई? एक मिनट, अभी अब भी टिक करके देता हूँ। अटकना तो नहीं होना गाइस। यार लाइव रिएक्शन। बयान भाई कर रहे लाइव रिएक्शन रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस बार्सिलोना। बार्सिलोना क्यों आ रहा है मेरे मुंह पे? एथलेटिको मैड्रिड भाई, एथलेटिको मैड्रिड यार। इनको डाल देना चाहिए था थंबनेल। थंबनेल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट तो लोग आके देखेंगे। भाई हाउ मैं थंबनेल कैसे डाल सकता हूँ? आई वांट टू अपलोड द थंबनेल के बाद बोले। ना, चलो गाइस। ऑडियो कैप्चर, ऑडियो आउटपुट का आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रहा? इसका आवाज आ।
As well, Betis, so an impressive win for Real Madrid. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it maybe wasn't quite as
एक गोल तो
one-sided
हार गए
as the
10 मिनट में
5-1
अपन ने।
result suggested.
सुपर
Wasn't, I
सुपर
mean,
कप
they were 3-1
फाइनल।
up and
लेट्स गो भाई।
Real Betis hit the post twice. And maybe they could have gone to 3-2 and there may be a certainly different game there, but say in the end their qualities did show. I think you're quite right to mention, I don't think the scoreline reflected actually the performance, because at 3-1 with Betis hitting the post, that could have been a different scoreline because there was an unlucky chance there that Courtois was beaten.
Played forward by Asensio, headed by Llorente. Hansko. Boubil. Simeone.
फर्स्ट गोल का रिएक्शन में दे नहीं पाया। एक नंबर
Won back by
कामा कामा
Vinicius
कामा
Junior,
कामा 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 कामा
who was whistled by
calma,
Real
calma.
Madrid fans for the
Pीछे
second
लिया,
game
पीछे लिया।
running at the Bernabeu when he
चलो।
was subbed against
चलो गाइस,
Betis, who was defended afterwards
वालवर्डे ने
by
पहला गोल मारा गाइस।
Xabi
रॉड्रिगो
Alonso, said he'd had a very good game.
कामा कामा पूरा संभाल रहा है
Also
गाइस।
pointed
पीछे
out how
एकदम।
important he will be
तो गाइस डोंट जज
in
मी,
this
दिस इज
Super
माय
Copa
फर्स्ट टाइम मैं
competition.
लाइव रिएक्शन दे रहा हूं एंड मैं बहुत टाइम बाद रियल मैड्रिड का
Got
मैच
15 games without a goal.
चुआमनी पीछे खेल रहा
Clearly
है
something he'll want to put right very quickly.
Oh, he certainly will do. I mean,
तो
score 5 on your first day, you think there's going to be another season where you're
नंबर कोटवा
going to
एक
find
नंबर का
the goals you found in the previous two seasons, but
खेलेगा
so form and certainly has certainly
लोग भी
affected him,
खेल
and
रहे थे।
maybe the rumblings
कामा
with the
भी
manager
रहा।
as well. It's been
कामा
unsettling
भी
sometimes their
से
relationship.
कितने बॉल विन कर रहा है, पूरा पीछे से मार रहा है। देखा भी कामा होगा, पूरा अपने पास ही बॉल रखेगा
Camavinga.
लिटरली। मेरे कामा होगा लिटरली भाई।
Rudiger.
चुआमनी
Tchouameni.
एंड अभी हमने दिया
Garcia.
एंड बापे ने दिख रहा है भाई मेरे को इधर। ये मिला मिला मिला
Almost quite enough on that. And Oblak to rush out quickly.
भाग 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 रूटी भाग।
It's not enough on there. Vinicius Junior read that one there, and Oblak had to really come out of his goal line quickly. Just about got there first.
ये अंदर रखा, अंदर ही है बॉल
Quite
अंदर
kept
ही।
in by Carreras.
देख रहा हूँ गाइस, मैं चेक कर रहा हूँ।
Rubil. Ruggeri, who was signed from Atalanta over the summer. This is Alvarez, and now Simeone. Sherlock waits in the box, and it was cut out by Alvaro Carreras, and it'll be a corner for Atletico.
Done well to manage that cross stopping coming in.
क्या
It's good movement there from Julian Alvarez, who will drop short. Just maybe release that ball slightly quicker. Simeone into the box there.
मेरा लाइव नहीं चल रहा है गाइस।
So almost a quarter of an hour gone. Alvarez to take the corner for Atletico as they seek an equaliser.
चल रहा है।
Llorente. Gallagher in the side for the injured Pablo Barrios tonight. Barrios will be a miss. One of their better players this season. He has an exceptional work rate in that midfield. Not to say that Gallagher doesn't. He'll certainly look to replicate that. Ruggeri in a race to keep it in. And hadn't quite won that race.
दे रहे थे भाई।
Into those forward areas down that left-hand side really well. It's a good 15 minutes for Xabi Alonso's side. With the screamer of a goal that's separated both teams. But I think Diego Simeone will be the happier of the two managers in terms of the way that the game's gone, and the way that they are playing. They just seem a little bit more fluid in their movement, a bit more fluid in their passing than what Real Madrid have just offered so far.
Camavinga.
Okay.
Valverde.
Okay, 1 minute के बाद गया, 1 minute के बाद गया, 1 minute।
Rodrigo.
Okay. 1 minute क्या घुमाया भाई, क्या घुमाया नहीं।
Valverde clearly being fouled by Baena.
इसकी मारा, चमाटी के टी-शर्ट खींचता था, घुमाया तो। यार, कैप्टन ने लाला, होश में बहुत मारता है।
Thought about it and then decided to push him afterwards.
But
a skill to get away with him.
इसको वापस पीछे पूरा खींची रहा था। हाँ, देने का था नहीं, कैप्टन ने लाला और गोल भी मारा है।
Decided to push him then. They'll have to work hard against this Atleti side, Real Madrid, because they do work incredibly hard off the ball. Diego Simeone's team.
No yellow card shown there by the referee. Rodrigo to take the free kick. Numbers forward for Real Madrid. The goalkeeper came a long way and got enough on it, Oblak. Baena was indecisive. Tchouaméni. Asensio. Lovely turn by Bellingham. Vinicius Junior in support. He might have a go, but it was just taken off him by Llorente. And then Simeone there as well. Atletico couldn't keep it.
आराम से अपने पास ही बॉल है, रुडिगर ठीक है, कमा ठीक है, पीछे अरे
Bellingham.
बेलिंगम का बॉल करते हैं ठीक है।
Sherlock now for Atletico. Baena with Ruggeri on the outside. Sherlock and Alvarez central. The ball for Alvarez. Good idea.
I have to say, the intensity of this game, the quality of this game is absolutely brilliant. Just those small passages of play have been exceptional, and that ball with the outside of the boot that almost put Julian Alvarez through, just maybe that bit more belief that he could have got to the ball first.
Real Madrid in front and desperate to stop Barca retaining the trophy that they won in 2025. Barca, of course, also the La Liga champions. Copa del Rey holders. Loose from Rodrigo. Camavinga. Vinicius. Valverde. Rather telegraphed the pass, and now here come Atletico on the counter. Led by Baena.
नहीं मार पाएगा, वर्दे आ गया भाग के नीचे, क्या बोला?
And he really had Alexander Sherlock up in support. The work rate of Valverde up and down that right-hand side is quite something to watch. I'm sure he's a player that Simeone would absolutely love to have.
Certainly would do. Don't think he's going to get him, though.
Ruggieri. That left-back area is still a bit of a problem, isn't it, for Atletico? Ruggieri still yet to convince, of course. Javi Galán allowed to leave for Osasuna.
तो गाइस अभी मैं थंबनेल डाल रहा हूं, एक्चुअली मेरे को थंबनेल डालना था, मैं बहुत पहले से वीडियो डिटेल्स डालने वाला था, बट वर्क नहीं किया।
Just breaks down for them again in the final third.
ओके, बताऊंगा फिर जल्दी।
Just in those little middle areas that
मेरा
just break
लैपटॉप
it down a
बहुत
little bit too
गंदा
much
चल
for
रहा है गाइस, बहुत गंदा।
Diego Simeone's side, where you do feel that when Real Madrid get into those areas, and particularly Jude Bellingham on the ball, they seem to have a little bit more.
अति गंदा चल रहा है।
Llorente. Look for Sherlock. Couldn't keep the shot down.
We can't say they haven't had their warnings, his side, from those wide areas of crosses coming into the box. So on more than one occasion, this has been allowed to happen. But these are the kind of balls that you're looking for. Ione there with a brilliant, delicate touch with the outside of the boots. Just maybe felt that's what I meant. Alvarez just having that bit more belief to maybe get on the end of it, but something to look out for now.
Simeone has backed Alvarez to rediscover top form. Has 11 goals and 6 assists this season, but has gone 3 without a goal, just 1 in his last 7. But described as Atleti's best player ahead of this by his manager.
So a lot of money was spent on him. A lot of belief in him to come into this club and try and take the club forward even more.
मस्त चल रहा है मैच अभी गाइस।
Fully hat-trick against Rayo Vallecano this season as well, but just that consistency over a period of games has been a little bit for him to struggle with. But
अभी मैंने
certainly do know his qualities.
रोनाल्डो का, मैं भी वो भी करूँगा। मेरे डैडी बोल रहा है आवाज आ रही है, छोड़ो मैड्रिड का मैच है, तो यूं करते हैं भाई, रियल मैड्रिड का मैच है भाई, रियल मैड्रिड का, यो मैड्रिड। चोमनी के पास बॉल है,
Asensio, Rudiger.
के पीछे एसेंसियो।
Simeone intervened and he'll want the return ball, perhaps Alvarez with Sherlock to his left. Simeone looking to get him behind them, just couldn't quite keep his feet.
बच गया।
He says there was a foul. It didn't look like it on first view, I have to say.
Yeah, Camavinga was the player that was just behind him. Maybe he was looking for that contact, but I think he was looking more for the earlier ball.
Baena, Ruggieri, Alvarez. Been a thoroughly enjoyable watch this so far. Llorente, Simeone.
देख रहा हूँ आप।
Gallagher, who came on at half-time against Sociedad at the weekend, has been struggling for starts this season, the England international. On the ball again here. Pubil.
See both fullbacks for Atletico Madrid getting into those positions, and the two wide players in particular for Madrid are playing a little bit too narrow. This is where the space is for Atleti to try and get that ball and work it.
Baena, nicely done. Again, just lacks that end product, that cutting edge. Alvarez with the shot wide.
I think that Diego Simeone would be pleased with a lot of aspects of this game so far, but when you may be looking for that bit more quality within that final third, it's really been lacking, and Thibaut Courtois hasn't really been pulled into the game too much so far, but you can see them building momentum, you can see the patterns of play that they're trying to do, but haven't really tested this Real Madrid defence just yet.
पीछे दिया
Llorente's header, knocked down by Koke to Simeone. Asensio, Valverde. Kept in by
Valverde का
Valverde.
पोस्ट आ गया मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है गोल मारा मेरे से लग रहा है गोल मारा है
Great to see that all 5 of Real Madrid's goals against Betis at the weekend scored by youth graduates, shades of the vulture squad from the 80s, when the Real Madrid squad with several homegrown players helped dominate Spanish football. A real boost, no doubt, seeing
मेरा फोन में
academy graduates doing so well for those in La Fábrica, which doesn't have...
लेट चल रहा है आईफोन वाला चालू करूँ क्या मेरे फोन में ये चल रहा है
Siêu liệu có thể hợp viết được hay không? Anh em thấy bình luận ok thì chúng ta hãy lên giúp em Bun.
ये सही है दो साइड है मैं साइड पे देख रहा हूँ एक्चुअली 2 साइड है
Doesn't have quite the same level of reputation than La Masia, their counterparts, of course, at Barcelona, but still producing lots of good players.
So yeah, got a Champions League game earlier this season where Barcelona started with 8 academy graduates. But Gonzalo Garcia's hat-trick was superb, especially the second goal. We watched that, was real quality about it, a chest and volley, and the sublime technical finish for his third to complete the hat-trick.
Yeah, the perfect hat-trick, wasn't it, from Gonzalo Garcia. Bellingham.
Chouamani
Cut out by Pubil. This is Camavinga. Valverde, whose goal remains the difference, and what a goal it was too. 77 seconds into the game. Asensio. Carreras. Rodrigo.
तो उसके बाद जो भी चलेगा वो चलेगा भाई ज़्यादा
For Real Madrid.
वापस रिफ्रेश करते हैं अरे गलती से वही साउथ चलो ये बस चल रहा है तो लेट्स गो
Taken by Alvarez. The shot driven in by Llorente, never got any elevation. Baena. And he's lost it. A bit stretched here. Carreras was challenged, the referee says play on. Oh, brilliant turn! And Rodrigo denied by Oblak. But another giveaway. Might they be punished yet? Rodrigo's in the middle, so is Vinicius Junior. Panic stations for Atlético, and somehow they've got away with that.
Just got away with that one there.
Real Madrid.
Camavinga. Lovely chop inside, wasn't it, by Rodrigo, who couldn't quite find a way past Oblak. Rodrigo.
The
early ball in, and Vinicius Junior probably should have done a lot better.
It's probably Real Madrid's best sustained pressure of this first half so far. Jude Bellingham has been excellent this evening already. Good early ball in there. And Dante couldn't really set himself because he had the run of Garcia in front of him, so that was the space for Vinicius Junior at the far post there. As you mentioned, probably to do better with that header. Chance go begging. This was the chance, wasn't it, from Rodrigo there? Did so well, didn't he? Touch up inside Conor Gallagher that makes the challenge, but on that weaker left foot of his there. Fairly routine save in the end for Jan Oblak. Here, did brilliantly there. You could see the angle there for him. It was a comfortable save in the end from a disappointing finish.
Just a break in play here. The players to take on some water. Just allows me to remind you that it's one of the most anticipated weekends in the football calendar coming up. The FA Cup third round will have 22 matches live from the FA Cup third round across TNT Sports and Discovery Plus, including a Nottingham Forest trip to Wrexham, the Holders Crystal Palace away at 6th tier Macclesfield, a London derby between Charlton and Chelsea, and Premier League leaders Arsenal travel to Portsmouth. Lots to look forward to there. This, the goal that is the difference.
What the hell?
There is that glance off Surlot, isn't there, in the wall, but it was struck with such ferocity, wasn't it?
वापस चालू हो चुका है अपना लाइव.
Real Madrid playing catch-up in La Liga, despite having a 5-point lead over Barca earlier on in the season. Simeone has done well to keep that in. Atlético much further off the pace.
Let's go.
Llorente into Alvarez.
Oh.
Surlot with the ball to Baena and pushed away by Courtois. Seemed to have a bit of movement on it there. Well won back by Baena. Alvarez. Koke. Simeone. Surlot. Alvarez pointed where he wanted it. Alvarez.
Catch-up in La Liga.
Good ball to Koke. The early ball in by him. And turned behind by Valverde, who knew that Alex Baena was behind him.
Valverde is playing इधर भी वो Valverde को मानना पड़ेगा. मैं इधर से ये भी देख रहा कि मैं दिख रहा कैसे.
Alex Baena with the corner. And flicked on brilliantly by Surlot, and a great reaction now from Courtois. Atlético pushing here. Koke. Good strength from Vinicius Junior.
पीछे देख. Nice one, yeah. Nice one. Kama. अभी Kama इधर calmly.
Closed down by Alvarez.
ध्यान से. छूट गया ना पोजीशन. मिला. Bellingham.
Ruggieri. Baena. Alvarez. Surlot. Alvarez. Surlot. Tchouaméni won it back for Los Blancos. The backpedaling Llorente with a good header.
I feel it's coming for Atletico Madrid. I do think that Alvarez is now picking up some really good positions when he's dropping deep, and Finding that
काम
ability
करता
to
हूँ
get on the
भाई,
half turn
मैं
where
ना
Real Madrid can't quite
मेरा
find
ना
him when they
blur
try and
जो
mark
है
him.
मैंने किया है पीछे का बैकग्राउंड वो हटा देता, बट इसमें मैं क्लियर लग रहा हूँ यार, उसमें मैं क्लियर नहीं लग रहा हूँ बैकग्राउंड, बट स्टिल हटा
So
देता
often a fixture this that has you feeling on
ज़्यादा
edge
नहीं
in the
रखता हूँ।
best possible sense of that.
नहीं वैसे तो है भी नहीं ज़्यादा।
It certainly does, and the players haven't disappointed so far.
Llorente, Simeone,
को नो डाउट अच्छा खेलते हैं। अरे रे रे
Simeone,
एल्वारेज से
and
पूरा खाई है।
Gallagher. Look for Surlot. Chances are coming, but they're not taking them.
Yeah, and that's going to be a frustration from Real Madrid, and from his side,
यो
I don't think they've actually played that badly, to be honest. And I think they've actually offered more within that
कामा
final
उधर
third.
कामा उधर
Now,
थोड़ा
whether or not
निचक गया।
Asensio just falls
क्रॉस क्या डाला
Surlot there
उसने।
because he just leaves it really, and it just hits the centre forward's head. He's always going to be a physical presence. It's a great near post header. It's a great reaction save as well from Courtois.
Has been in pretty good form in front of goal. Alexander Surlot, the Norwegian international, 4 goals in his last 7 games. Atleti's top scorer in La Liga last season. Only Mbappe, Lewandowski and Budimir got more goals. That despite him only making 15 starts.
Okay, एक नंबर पास ठीक है भाई, वालवर्डे डाल दे,
Valverde, numbers in the box. Too much on the cross though.
I think the crowd were telling him to shoot.
Let's go, ठीक है। ओबला इतने टाइम से एटलेटिको में खेल
Very much
रहा
like
है।
how
This is semi-final guys, सुपर कप का
Atletico Madrid have offered
semi-final।
balls into the box in a similar position there.
सुपर कप
Too
नहीं,
much on
सुपर
it.
कोपा डेल रे।
First time we've seen him in that area for a little while now in that first half.
हाँ, सुपर कप है।
Ruggeri,
एक नंबर वालवर्डे फिर हुआ है।
well intercepted by
Vini का
Valverde.
लिया,
Rodrigo
Vini
to
का
his right.
रॉड्रिगो भाई। ओके, अभी नीचे लोगों को थोड़ा नचाएंगे। इधर इधर घुमाएगा ना, पूरा पूरा इधर घुमाएगा।
Asensio. Real Madrid aiming to reach a 5th Supercopa final in a row. And a goal to the good. Valverde from the free kick, 77 seconds in. On the ball again here, Valverde.
क्या बॉल डाल है? नाइस वन, विनी के पास बॉल नहीं, विनी के पास नहीं है।
Simeone.
ठीक है, बॉल छीन आ गया, जूट आ गया। फाउल।
Decision goes against Alvaro Carreras.
It's that split second when you think there's a flaming arm in the face, which there was. Straight across the face there of Simeone, who certainly felt the full force.
देख
His
सकते हो,
right elbow
मैच
there.
एपिक स्पोर्ट्स पे है।
Deliberate in it, in my opinion.
एपिक स्पोर्ट्स पे मिल जाएगा।
Ruggeri. Baena. Gallagher. Bubil. Llorente just about got there, did he?
ऑलरेडी बाहर चला
Saying
गया।
that it went out. It'll be a goal kick to Real Madrid.
I mean, it's certainly their best out ball down that right and left-hand side.
जाने लग गया रे।
Just a little bit too much on it for his team, but
37 minutes
really using those two wide players of Real Madrid very well to use that space in behind.
बाहर चला गया।
Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior
जो भी
just playing a
तीन
little
लोग
bit
देख रहे
narrow.
हैं, तुम लोग जाके
This was the earlier
मैच
chance.
देख सकते हो, जो पेज पे मैं देख रहा हूँ,
Say
वो
something
पेज पे
very
देख सकते हो,
special
और
to
मेरा
beat
रिएक्शन भी आप लोग
Courtois from that distance.
तुरंत
Should
देख
have seen it a
सकते
long
हो।
way,
बस
but you
हम
mentioned
live
maybe just a
reaction
little bit
देख रहे हैं।
moving on the ball, not taking any chances.
कोर्टवा ने जो फर्स्ट टाइम पे
Yeah, Baena's
सेव किया, उसके बाद
influence
जो
with
हेडर सेव
Atletico
किया,
growing, but not hitting the Villarreal numbers that he
अपनी बात पोजीशन
just yet. 2 goals and 1 assist in
क्या
La
हुआ?
Liga. Of course, he got 7 goals and 9 assists last season with
हर एक
Villarreal,
बात
who are
पे
having
तो
a good
फाउल
season
किया।
without him, aren't they, this season?
They certainly are. Just a little bit late there.
यार एम्बापे नहीं है यार, I don't know उसको red
with
red
some
card
game
मिला
against
है
Real Betis. We haven't really seen
because
too
बहुत
much of
time से
him
मैं follow नहीं कर रहा हूँ Real Madrid को
in this game just yet.
football ही
Mbappe
follow नहीं
seems
कर
a
रहा
big
बहुत
miss
time
for
हो
them
गया
in
बहुत
this
time
evening's
हो गया
game. Just that kind of pacing
I will
behind
follow
maybe
now
to stretch play for Xabi Alonso's side.
Yeah, 29 goals in all competitions this season for Mbappe, more than half the team's tally. There's a knee sprain. Llorente
एक नंबर
bounced off Simeone.
विनी
Camavinga.
कामा ओके कामा नहीं रहे
No free kick. Baena was tempted to hit it early and goes on and pushed out, and the shot by Alvarez. And Gallagher puts it wide. More chances come for Atletico.
I have to say this is really, really good refereeing, because for me this is not a foul
क्या हुआ
on
बता
Camavinga. I think it's just one of those ones you kind of look for sometimes.
जैसे कामा लिया
For me that's not a
कामा
foul. It's a
फाउल
really good bit of
ये फाउल
refereeing.
नहीं इसने
And they're just doing his
इसकी
absolute
लेकिन
best. And
वो
what I love is that kind of
एक
quick
किया है
toe punt finish there from him.
बच गया
Doesn't really allow
ये जाता
Thibaut
था
Courtois to set himself, so he has to make that reaction save. Good refereeing. Good to see the advantage being played there.
बहुत टाइम मतलब मैं जागता
So he's a threat, isn't he? You mentioned
मैचेस के लिए
the numbers for himself in a
बहुत टाइम
Villarreal
बाद
shirt.
जाग
You
रहा हूँ
can
और ये
certainly
पूरी
see
फ्लैश है ना मेरी
the
आँख के
qualities
नीचे
there from him.
all team is
So
Real
often a
Madrid I'm
creative
supporting
force
Real
for
Madrid here
Villarreal, wasn't he? Only Lamine Yamal got more La Liga assists last season. He got the most the year before that, but a clash of heads here involving Surlot and Tchouaméni. I think there's just more to come from Alex Baena in terms of final third contributions, really, in an Atletico shirt.
Yeah, I think there certainly is. I mean, certainly is a quality player, but I think the system of play of Diego Simeone's side, the work that you have to offer off the ball as well, can sometimes maybe affect creativity and that bit of freedom to stay high up the pitch and be involved in the games. When you see the amount of assists from those wide players, in particular from Atlético Madrid, and not necessarily high.
So the final 4 minutes of what's been a really entertaining first half. And on the balance of play, if they did go in a goal down, I think Atletico would feel a little unlucky to do
I
so.
think so, yeah. I said maybe 5 minutes ago that I think Diego Simeone would be pretty pleased with the performance so far. Unfortunately, they've just had a strike against them that was just one of real quality and real brilliance.
यार ऐसे
I think you'd be saying keep doing the same things, keep trying to use those wide areas well, but I think the one area that he may will certainly look at is just that final bit of quality in that final third. They are now testing Thibaut Courtois on the goal, which probably they weren't doing in the first 20 minutes, but they still look a threat.
Xabi Alonso seems to have put out fires really in recent weeks. Things have calmed down a little in terms of reports of dressing room dissent, and they've won 4 in a row. Still a feeling maybe that the level of performance hasn't improved enough. But as we all know, the standards, the demands of Real Madrid are as high as anywhere. Bellingham.
विनी भाई देगा ये नहीं मालूम कौन है मेरे को आई डोंट नो चुआमानी भी आ गया
Vinicius. Carreras back here to Rudiger.
रुडिगर ने दिया हमारे वालवर्डे हीरो को
Rodrigo. Valverde. Rodrigo against Ruggeri, who stood his ground well. Good defending that by the Italian.
So both fullbacks for Metti have really done well in those wide areas and those one-on-one situations against both wide players.
Vini, back in nice. Back in different.
Bellingham. And Gallagher. Koke. Alvarez, nice football by Atletico. So, hit more maybe in hope than expectation, but Simeone looking to make something of it and is fouled by Carreras. Atletico get right up the pitch here as we head towards the final minute of the first 45.
I think the referee's really refereed the first half really well. I think just maybe now looking for a yellow card. We've got a couple of challenges now on Simeone there where it hasn't been given as a booking. Just a little look over the shoulder there from him, so he knows the foul's going to come. Just an accumulation of fouls may lead to the yellow.
Well, we saw Real Madrid go in front from a set piece right at the start of the game. Good Atlético hit back before half-time. Alvarez makes his way to the edge of the box. Pubil, a late arrival on the edge of the area. Surlot, an obvious target. Can they find a bit of quality on this set-piece delivery? Koke's there, Ruggeri's there. Baena, and it was cut out, but another opportunity here for Baena.
Yeah, अपने पास ही है. नहीं अंदर रख. Come on. खड़ा.
Garcia. So a minimum of 4 minutes added time at the end of the half. Good knock down by Gonzalo Garcia. Valverde. Llorente with the header.
नहीं रे अपने पास हेडर
able to guide this out of play.
अगर बेलिंगम अपने पास
Disappointed there from Jude Bellingham, maybe with that pace of the header through. Llorente not necessarily coming himself in glory with the header.
Thiago Almada. Some instruction, I think, there. The Argentina international. Versatile, can play as an attacking central midfielder. Wides on either flank. Is naturally right-footed. Wonder whether a change is in the mind of Simeone. Intercepted by Hanska. Alvarez. Baena. Bellingham striding forward for Real Madrid. Might have gone down there. This is Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo's calling for it, and that's where it goes. Just forced him further wide than he wanted. Threat though from Real Madrid at the end of the half. Rodrigo, and still going, and his shot blocked by Ruggeri, who's had to work hard this first half. Valverde.
Come on.
Hansko with the header clear. Carreras. Vinicius. Searching cross towards Garcia, claimed by Oblak. Diving header by Courtois, which was enjoyed by the crowd.
Dedicatedly, mind or hope.
Vinicius Junior.
हेलो नोएल भाई हेलो आपको देखना है रियल मैड्रिड का मैच लगाओ बार्सिलोना एंड मेरा रिएक्शन देखो यू कैन वॉच लाइक दैट आल्सो तो अभी हाफ टाइम जल्द होने वाला है
Oh, definitely. I mean, this game is near done and dusted. The scoreline again doesn't necessarily reflect Real Madrid's dominance in this first half, because I think it's been a fairly even game. But that game has been separated by a wonderful goal by Valverde.
Madrid or भाई मैं मैड्रिड को एक नाम बोलता तो मैं कंफ्यूज नहीं होता हूँ मैड्रिड और एटलेटिको मैड्रिड के डिफरेंस बिकॉज़
Rodrigo.
it is always there. That's why Real Madrid.
Koke. He's been rejuvenated once again this season. Koke is so often conducting things for Atlético. Simeone's pass. Gallagher gets involved. He's hoping for Simeone to continue his run. Worked very hard in that midfield, Conor Gallagher, but his Atletico team will go in at the break, a goal down, and what a goal it was as well from Fede Valverde. His first goal since June, so sweetly struck the free kick. 77 seconds into the game. We'll see if Simeone makes a change at the break. Almar went down the tunnel pretty early after seeming to get some instructions. His side have had the better really of that first half and will feel a little unlucky to go in a goal down.
Guys, so guys. A little unlucky to go in a goal down. गेम खेलेंगे लेवल का, वो कंप्लीट करेंगे, ठीक है। तो एक्चुअली मेरे को ऐसा लगता नहीं कि जल्दी कंप्लीट होएगा, और क्या बोलते हैं, जब तक मैं ये करूँ। क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो क्रिस्टियानो में लेट्स सी कि रोनाल्डो का हाईलाइट्स आया क्या है, तो रोनाल्डो का अगला सिर्फ हाईलाइट्स आया, रोनाल्डो ने गोल मारा क्या, कल देखते। एकदम नेट पेनल्टी हार गए हम। अरे भाई भाई ये जो यश है, ये YJR करके लाइव स्ट्रीमर, इसका मैं लाइव बहुत पहले से देखता हूँ भाई, बहुत पहले से देखता हूँ, बहुत पहले से देखता हूँ। तो अभी मैं एक क्विक रिव्यू लेता हूँ इसका, एक क्विक रिव्यू जो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मेरे को चाहिए। तो एक क्विक रिव्यू कर देते हैं अपन जब तक हाफ टाइम खत्म हो रहा। तो गाइस हो गया है हाफ टाइम, रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस एथलेटिको मैड्रिड जस्ट अभी खत्म हुआ है। एंड भाई एथलेटिको मैड्रिड भी कम नहीं है, वो भी कांड, मतलब लेजिट लेजिट वो वाट लगा रही है। एंड बहुत सारे सेव किए कोटवा ने फर्स्ट हाफ में, एक वो हेडर सेव और एक और जो का शूट मारा था वो, और उसके बाद एक बार रूडिगर को लगा वो, और वो उसके बाद बाहर मारा उसने। सो कोटवा ने भाई खतरनाक सेव की, वालवर्दे राइट संभाल रहा है रॉड्रिगो के साथ में, कामाविंगा बीच में संभाल रहा है, बट कभी कभी वो काउंटर अटैक में अंदर घुस जा रहे हैं, कभी कभी उन लोग भी अच्छा कर रहे थे। एंड आई फील तो फिनिश का इतना बड़ा अपना चांसेस था, क्योंकि जैसे विनीशियस आ रहा है, विनीशियस कन्वर्ट नहीं कर पा रहा, और रॉड्रिगो को भी बहुत बड़ा चांस था, मतलब मार सकता था वो वाला जिसमें उसने पीछे लिया और विनी को दे देता ना, वो गोल था, विनी को दे देता था।
It's about the memories that we create. What I always say
ये अभी
about
ये चल,
houses.
तो मेरा टेक यही रहेगा।
Ouch. If you want to know the value of your home or theirs, just ask Supla.
Who are you looking for?
एक मिनट क्या ऐड चल रहा है अभी। सो यही था मेरा, अलवर्दे ने जो फ्री किक मारा, अनबिलीवेबल अनबिलीवेबल भाई, वालवर्दे और जो पीछे कामाविंगा, ये सब खेल रहे, बीच में छूट जा रहा है चुआमनी से, बीच में मतलब मिडल में से छूट जा रहा है, कन्वर्ट आगे भी हो रहा है, लाइक रियल मैड्रिड प्लेड डिसेंट एंड उसके बाद बीच बीच में शॉट्स लिए मैड्रिड ने अच्छे खासे, से आगे कृपया करके शांत रहे यार, नहीं थॉट्स को चलता हूँ। तो 1-0 से आगे रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस एटलेटिको मैड्रिड सुपर कप सेमीफाइनल। एंड इस पर हम जीतेंगे तो खेलेंगे फाइनल विद ऑफ कोर्स बार्सिलोना। तो लेट्स गो, आई थिंक सो बार्सिलोना के अपनी लेना है क्या, मैं लेजिट बता रहा हूँ गाइस, मैंने अब तक नहीं किया है, मतलब मैंने अब तक रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस बार्सिलोना का नहीं किया, कभी नहीं। वो रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस बार्सिलोना क्यों नहीं कर रहा, मैंने लाइव स्ट्रीम ऐसा लाइव कभी नहीं किया है। फर्स्ट टाइम में मेरा मैच को मैं लाइव रिएक्शन दे रहा हूँ और 5 जन आ चुके हैं आएगा। सो सो तो तुम लोगों को चैट पे बोलना है गाइस, मैं मतलब अभी मैं चैट पे जो आएगा वो ही बोल सकता हूँ। एंड दैट्स ऑल कि मेरे ख्याल से भाई मैड्रिड जीतना चाहिए। एंड लेट्स सी कि सुपर कप बार्सिलोना का, ऑफ कोर्स इससे पहले बार्सिलोना का मैच था एंड आई थिंक सो उसने 5 मारा है बार्सिलोना ने, कौन से तो उसको रियल बेटिस ठीक है। इससे पहले भी बार्सिलो रियल मैड्रिड का मैच था रियल बेटिस से, जिसमें एंथोनी है, लोग डरते हैं ना, वो एक मीम बना रहे हैं एंथोनी है उसके अंदर। हमारा 5 और टॉप बलता ही आ रहा है। वेट वी विल चेक ऑन, हमारा भाई 5 सेमीफाइनल वही यस्टरडे वाइल्ड राउंड ऑफ 16 भी आने वाला है। बहुत कुछ 2026 में देखने के लिए, लेट्स गो। रोनाल्डो ने अपने 2026 का पहला गोल मार चुका है, वो भी पेनल्टी में। व्हाई द फक इज एम्बापे इज नॉट देयर। पूरी को डालता हर एक, मेरे फोटो ने तो बहुत हेल्प की है। एक मिनट, एम्बापे नहीं है, नो एम्बापे नहीं है, गूलर है अपने पास, गूलर को लेके आ सकते हैं लोग। वालवर दे हाफ टाइम भाई, हाफ टाइम तक हम जाएंगे लाइव इसके ऊपर, इंस्टाग्राम पे ऊपर। इंस्टाग्राम की ऑडियंस इतनी कम हो गई ना, आई स्वेयर।
My name is
भाई
Optimus Prime. We are autonomous robotic organisms from the planet
लाइव
Cybertron. Join us for
मैं कर रहा हूँ लाइव, मतलब मैं यूट्यूब पे भी लाइव हूँ, इधर भी लाइव हूँ, तो जाके चेक करो। मैं कर रहा हूँ लाइव रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस एटलेटिको मैड्रिड लाइव रिएक्शन ऑन यूट्यूब। एंड मैं नहीं दिखा सकता कि मैं लाइव देख रहा हूँ बिकॉज कॉपीराइट लगता है। सो मैं सिर्फ लाइव रिएक्शन देख सकता हूँ, तुम लोग अपने फोन में देखो एंड सी व्हाट आई एम रिएक्टिंग हियर। So guys, go and check out that I'm live. जो भी फुटबॉल देखते हैं, I'm live on YouTube. I'm like giving a live reaction on Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Real Madrid versus Barcelona आता है. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. Barcelona ने कल 5 मार दिया है Athletic क्लब को, and this is the final of semi-final of नाम क्या है इसका, सुपर कप. हेलो एंड भाई, मेरी स्टोरी पे लाइक करो भाई, जरूर भाई. और ते ही लोग भूल जाते कुछ भी अलग सा, कुछ भी, कुछ आगे क्यों अलग कुछ आ रहा है. हाँ, हाय गाइस. यार, आई एम वेरी डिसअपॉइंटेड बाय माय इंस्टाग्राम फैमिली बिकॉज एक टाइम होता था 20 22 23 24 25 25 40 ऐसे आपके लोग. अभी यार, पीपल आर नॉट कमिंग. एक्चुअली बहुत लेट भी हो गए, दैट्स व्हाई. थोड़ा और ऑडियंस बढ़ानी है अभी मेरे को. आई डोंट, आई एम नॉट लाइक अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, आई एम सेटिस्फाइड. आई थिंक आई वांट मोर पीपल. एंड भाई, आपका बिग फैन, थैंक यू. मैं करता हूँ भाई, करता हूँ. लाइफ से भगा रहा है अब सोने का दिन. कुछ भी यार लक्ष्य, कुछ भी. पहले तुम बॉम्बे आके मेरे को मत जाओ. एक काम करो, तुम बॉम्बे आके पहले मेरे को मिलो. यू विल डिसाइड कब आ रहे हो बॉम्बे. हाँ, एक कनिष्का सिंह भाई लाइव देख लेना. लाइव देखो. हाफ टाइम हुआ है, अभी 15 मिनट में हाफ टाइम खत्म हो जाएगा. मैं यूट्यूब पे भी लाइव हूँ. मैं यूट्यूब का ये नहीं देख सकता, चैट नहीं देख सकता, तो भी ऑनेस्ट. मैं ना चैट लाइव इंस्टाग्राम का पढ़ रहा हूँ, तो यूट्यूब लाइव. आई एम सॉरी, मेरे पास डबल डबल फोन नहीं है. मेरी मम्मी का फोन है, तो मैं चैट नहीं देख सकता. नहीं आना है बॉम्बे, मैसेज तो करते नहीं हो आप, मिलना तो दूर है. लक्षा, मिलेंगे मिलेंगे इंशाल्लाह. तो मैसेज करूंगा. लेट्स सी. गायब हो चुके हो, हमको बोल रहे हो. हेलो एंड भाई, मेरी स्टोरी पे लाइक करो. करो भाई, करेंगे इंशाल्लाह. ठीक है, निकल गया. अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू. वालेकुम सलाम. बात करो, करेंगे भाई इंशाल्लाह. एक बार एंड भाई करेंगे. राशिद 0x करेंगे. अस्सलाम वालेकुम. वालेकुम सलाम. जल्दी भाई, करूंगा करूंगा. करो भाई जल्दी. अरे करूंगा मेरा आपको. सईदा जिया. हाय. शहदा शहदा शहदा. आई डोंट नो. सलाम का जवाब तो दो पूरा. वालेकुम सलाम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू. अयान की जोड़ी कम पकड़ी गई मोदी. क्या बोलते पब्लिक, क्यापन बोलते भाई. गाइस, जाके देखो मेरा लाइव रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस एटलेटिको मैड्रिड. I'm doing live on YouTube. Go and check it out, and take out your phone, check the live video, and check me while giving the reaction on that match. भाई क्या भाई, रिक्वेस्ट ले भाई, वीडियो कॉल. यासीन तंबोली, एक बार आपका डायलॉग. पत्थर को पत्थर मारे तो चिंगारी निकलती है हमें तुम्हारी. 1 मिनट. प्रायोरिटी का मैसेज आया है. प्रायोरिटी मैटर्स. तो मैं, सो बेसिकली गाइस, ये चेक करो. मैं दे रहा हूँ लाइव रिएक्शन ऑन रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस बार्सिलोना. बार्सिलोना क्यों निकल रहा है मेरे से? रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस एथलेटिको मैड्रिड। अलवर्दे ने एक गोल मार चुका है भाई, वो भी फ्री किक। एंड आई एम ऑलवेज सपोर्टर ऑफ रियल मैड्रिड। रियल मैड्रिड। सो यूट्यूब पे जाके देखो गाइस, मैंने लिंक डाल चुका हूँ, मेरे स्टोरी पे चेक करो, वहां से फोन में देखो, बिकॉज मैं वो अपना क्या बोलते, मेरा वीडियो नहीं दिखा सकता क्योंकि वो थोड़ा कॉपीराइट लगता है यूट्यूब पे। सो आई एम लाइव ऑन यूट्यूब एंड अगेन आई एम टेलिंग बिकॉज द न्यू ऑडियंस आर जॉइनिंग अगेन एंड अगेन। Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, I'm doing live on YouTube, so go and check it out and उधर जाके चैट पे लिखो। एंड जो भी राशिद भाई एंड जो भी ये दिख रहे, बार बार मेरे को बोल रहे, भाई तुम्हारी लॉयल्टी तभी देखूंगा मैं व्हेन यू विल कम ऑन माय यूट्यूब चैनल, मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पे आओ, मेरा लाइव पे चैट पे लिखो आयन भाई स्पैम करो, तब मैं मानूं आई वांट यू गाइस ऑन माय यूट्यूब लाइव। इंशाल्लाह फॉलो बैक दे दूंगा, कोई मसला नहीं है। चलो गाइस, आई थिंक सो मेरे ख्याल से लाइव चालू हो चुका रहेगा, तो लाइव रिएक्शन चालू हो गया गाइस, मैच चालू हो गया मेरे तो चेंबूर पे। चलो गाइस, टेक केयर, बाय बाय। या गैलीगर को निकाल दिया भाई इन लोग ने। देखते कौन कौन चैट पे लिख रहा है क्या। नहीं कर रहा है भाई, ब्लर हो लो क्वालिटी भाई। निवान निवान
So would seem Adam Pudiel has
Yeah,
gone to the right with Lenormand in the middle and Asensio into
पर ब्लर ही
central
दिखूंगा
yeah,
midfield.
मैं।
Cuba going to that right back role. Lente just making it a little bit more advanced down that right hand side, and Alvarez just dropping a little bit deep, almost playing as 2 10s now behind Surlot.
Baena, Ruggieri, early crossing by him. Lenormand will hit one and watch wide by Courtois. Hasn't started a game, Robin Lenormand, since a knee injury on the 4th of November. Has had 3 sub-appearances since before tonight.
गाइस लेट्स गो। चैट पे लिखो गाइस, चैट पे लिखो, कुछ तो लिखो।
Simeone.
एक दिन 30,000 लोग होंगे।
Tripped by
क्या भी नहीं
Perez.
दादा है।
This is that famous story that a very young Giuliano Simeone was in a cafe with his dad, Diego, when the call first came 15 years ago from Atletico to ask him whether he would be interested in taking the head coach job. Llorente, his young son, advised him that it might be a good idea, Dad, and of course the rest is history. Camavinga won it back. Rodrigo. Koke. Throw into Atlético.
तो गाइस तुम लोग अपने फोन में खोल सकते हो
Baena.
रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस एटलेटिको मैड्रिड एंड यू कैन चेक मी लाइव
Good move forward here by
एंड
Ruggieri.
आल्सो दिस
Cross took a
बच
deflection,
गया
turned behind expertly by Rudiger, who really sensed the danger and got across quickly.
Done really well. Really good to read that. You kind of feel if Atleti are going to find the back of the net, it's going to be from wide areas. Just far too many times now, Real Madrid have just allowed too many crosses to come into the box. In particular, when you're looking at Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior to do that defending side of the game, they're not quite doing that yet.
Early corner for Atleti.
Vini
Brought
Vini
down
Vini
by
आराम से
Vinicius Junior, taken
साला
off in
धक्का देता
release
मार
by Llorente. Puvil. Kept in by Koke.
बस थोड़ा आराम से खेलना पड़ेगा
Another cross into the box, over towards Surlot.
अपना
Easy take
फोटो
really
है
for
रे
Courtois. Asensio was the player who went to ground.
लाइव करने का सीधा सो जाऊंगा सारा टाइम पास नहीं होगा बस इन लोग ये ना बजाए
Baena. Surlot on the move, trapped by Asensio.
चल अगर इसको एसेंशियल छोड़ना ही मत है टकले को ए तेल अच्छा
Baena. Llorente. Simeone.
भाई आराम से
Alvarez in the
कामा
box.
क्या कर रहे
Well, he had Surlot waiting, but couldn't get it over to him. Vinicius Junior has lost it. Simeone. Foul on Vinicius.
धक्का दिया
It's been a good start from. It's going to be
चैट लिखो चैट
in this
लिखो
second
भाई
half.
चैट पे आयन भाई स्पैम करो
This one, again, we just spoke about just that final ball, that final bit of quality.
नहीं
Hasn't quite
दो जने आज
materialised,
मेरे
but
लाइफ में एक दिन 20 हो गए
Madrid can't really start to allow this pressure to
एक दिन
continue
2
because
होंगे फिर एक
finally
दिन
we'll see a
2000
breakthrough
होंगे फिर
happening.
एक दिन तो नहीं
Well, he
2000
bounced
होंगे एक दिन फिर
star
20,000
man
होंगे फिर एक
Julian
दिन
Alvarez to rediscover his
2
top
लाख
form ahead of this and how he could do with a
2
big
करोड़
moment from the
2 करोड़
Argentina
तो मुश्किल है
international here, who
2
does have a
लाख
good record against Real Madrid. 5 goals
watching
in 8 games,
on live
including
is
that
very
brace
difficult
in the
2 लाख
5-2 win back in September.
पहले 20,000 हो गया बहुत बड़ी बात हो गई लाइव 20,000 में तो देख रहे
Good challenge by Valverde. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Carreras forward in support. Garcia waits in the box.
ओके ओके नाइस वन विनिशियस अंदर घुस गया पूरा
Vinicius Junior.
विनिशियस बहुत
He's
टाइम
got his side a corner.
Not too often we saw him in that first half getting those one-on-one areas against a fullback. Someone's got Puvil to go up against.
Taken quickly. Surlot back to defend. To good effect. Valverde urged to shoot and did, and rather cut across the ball.
Just scored a free kick like you have done. Every time he gets into that area, these crowders screaming for him to take a shot towards goal.
I think it's fair to say the Atletico support's rather outnumbered tonight. Good determination.
ये
from
क्या कर
Simeone.
रहा है पीछे
Surlot. Llorente is something
Okay.
building here for
आराम से
Atletico. Promising
आराम
move.
से आराम से आराम से आराम से आराम से
Ruggieri with the attempted cross. Alvarez.
कालमा
Good
Eh,
movement here by
eh.
Baena. The
भाई
attempted
लोग
cross
ना
brought by
चिल्ला
Asensio.
इधर
I'd say both centre-halves for Real Madrid have been excellent this evening, Rudiger and Asensio. They've really read the danger because too many times these kind of balls have
आ
happened.
भी नहीं
And
सकता
they've been there to read the danger with the cross coming into the box, a block happening from them.
रोलोंसो आराम से बोल तेरे
It's been a
प्लेयर्स
bright start though to this
ये
second
क्यों
half
ऐसा कर
by
रहा है?
Atletico. Movement at the near post from Sirlot. It's a poor delivery. Easy
कोटवा
for Courtois.
रेस्क्यू कोटवा आराम से हाथ में बोल रहा था. ओके बेलिंगम के पास बॉल है.
He's made
ओके
more tackles than any
Bellingham.
other Real Madrid player in La Liga this season. That combative side of his game,
Ramani
very important.
बेलिंगम मस्त बॉल डालेगा अभी. स्मूथ
Valverde. Good movement here by Rodrigo.
Oh,
He's
oh,
got him
oh,
behind
oh.
them and he's made it 2-0. Wonderful play. And it's Rodrigo who doubles Real Madrid's lead. Took that in brilliantly and then had the confidence and the composure. A clinical finish. 2-0 Real Madrid.
Brilliant goal. We've been talking about frustration of Atletico Madrid in their final thirds with lacking of quality. Real Madrid haven't offered too much, but you have to say,
इधर
when
से
you're looking at
वालवर्दे
a
ने
first touch,
क्या पास दिया
this
है.
is absolutely
अरे
sublime.
बहुत भारी टच है.
Little man out of the game.
बहुत भारी टच है.
Valverde with a brilliant ball there. That first touch is exquisite. The second touch is strong. And it then allows you the opportunity for that third touch to be a
Pero
brilliant,
भागा सीधा
controlled strike into the goal.
क्या
Is
फिनिश है.
that the goal that puts them in the final? Time will tell. But it certainly edges them closer.
अभी वालन से सब
Delight
कुछ
for
हो रहा है.
Alonso.
अभी एथलेटिको ने 2 बार नंगा तो किया था हम लोग को.
Real cutting edge provided by Rodrigo. What a wonderful player he is.
मेरे को जो रिएक्शन चाहिए था
Remember
वो
Jude Bellingham saying of him that
Crazy
he's so
reaction.
underrated. And also said what a compliment this was, Adam, that Rodrigo is probably, in Bellingham's opinion, the most gifted and talented player in the squad. High praise indeed.
It certainly is.
He said that before, I believe, Mbappe arrived. I could be wrong. But it just shows you how big a fan he is of him.
So brilliant player. You do feel along the way that those numbers that he should be hitting with goals and assists, because we have seen it in certain seasons where he's been prolific in front of goal.
लिए फ्री की.
Let's see what reaction there
आराम
is
से.
from Atletico. Out it comes to
आराम से.
Koke.
ओके वो टाइम से
Maena
रे.
was one of those in there.
बहुत टाइम से मैड्रिड एथलेटिको में रे. ओके बहुत
Ruggieri
के
was flicked on towards
बच
Sirlot.
गए. ओके कभी जुवेंटस के साथ मैच था
Diego
2009
Simeone's side, no surprise for him to be
चैंपियंस
thinking
लीग
about his next move with
तभी था
options
जब
off the bench.
रोनाल्डो ने हैट्रिक मारा था, याद है. तो उसको ही 19 को ही कितना साल हो गया.
One of those he has
20,
there
21,
is
22.
Griezmann, who's
6
an obvious
7 साल हो गए.
option. Raspadori,
तो almost
still at
वो
the club as
decade
well,
हो जाएगा
despite so
वो
much
तो.
speculation that he could be on his way back to Italy.
ओके उससे भी पहले से मेरे ख्याल से मैड्रिड और एथलेटिको में. मैं एथलेटिको के प्लेयर्स का भी नाम बिल्कुल नहीं मालूम. ओके मालूम है, एक एल्वारेस मालूम.
But you were so right, Adam, to highlight that
आगे
first
सब
touch
नए
from
पे थे.
Rodrigo. It was absolutely sublime, and it was what made the opportunity for him.
बाप रे मतलब
Atletico
खेल रहे हैं
looking
लोग.
to get one back. Sirlot! And they have got one back. A very quick reply to Real Madrid's second, and it's game on in this Super Cup semi-final.
Well, I would have said the goal hurt them that when they conceded that second, when they were on top, and it maybe would have been a slight injustice for them to continue this game without finding the back of the net. But the one area I have to
पूरा
say
खाली है
throughout
वो.
this game is that Real Madrid have not done enough to stop crosses coming into the box. And you do feel that one of them would have been like this. Sirlot just does enough to put off Asensio, maybe with a tiny little nudge in his back there that just creates that bit of space for him at the far post. He's had one in the first half that he missed like that, but this one was never going to miss.
Just over 3 minutes between the two goals. Alonso frustrated, but Atletico have found a route back into this game.
Chia.
And look, you'd have to say that
उसने भी हेडर मिस किया
watched
था
the whole
पहले भी
game,
हेडर
seen the
बोल
chances created, how they've looked to push in both
थोड़ा
halves.
तो डिफेंस को
Atletico,
थोड़ा लग
they
रहा
deserve a goal, really.
Oh, massively.
लगता
Said at half-time they'd have been disappointed being a goal down to a wonder strike, but they wouldn't have been disappointed through their performance. You could see the goal coming, how it was going to come about.
And now changes coming from Simeone. Griezmann, who we were recently discussing, coming on. And Cardoso, the summer signing from Betis, is also going to come on. This Cardoso's opportunity to really show what he can do. Of course, no Barrios at the moment. Baena comes off. And the captain, Koke, coming off here as well.
he was the captain of course at the time तक रहेगा तो कोको
Now, Griezmann's got 4 goals
So
in
guys,
his last 4 games and
Atletico
scored in
Madrid
3
won
games in a row
and
before
Real Madrid
failing
2.
to score against Sociedad. Only got half an hour in that game though, and we know how effective he can be from the bench. On the attack again here,
Playing very
Atletico,
good.
believing they can equalise here. Llorente, cross deflected, and it'll be a corner. They're having a go here, Simeone's side.
And they always are, you know, they're never beating his team. You have to really, really break them down
Hello.
to come away with anything when you come up against his teams. And
I didn't like it.
you
मेरे
certainly
कितने
feel
को-
now they are in a game. It's going to be a big 10 minutes for Xabi
Yeah,
Alonso's
just
side to
keep
show
it
his
like that.
character, his
Flash
desire
like
to
that.
keep this
Yeah,
2-1 lead.
Atletico fighting,
Yeah.
Griezmann with the corner, good delivery, Hansko was up there, and Alvarez hit one. And it came out towards Llorente, and now Real Madrid can counter. Rodrigo, great tracking
making
back
the-
by
हाँ मतलब शेड्यूल तो बन ही गया है वो स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स की वजह से अभी तो वो कंप्लीट हुआ नहीं है अभी तो इसको कंप्लीट करना है हाँ यू आर सो इन थिंग्स मैंने वो म्यूट कर दिया अभी अभी जस्ट म्यूट किया इतने लोग आ रही नहीं बिकॉज दिस इज माय फर्स्ट टाइम आई एम डूइंग लाइव ऑफ रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस बिकॉज ये बहुत बड़ा मैच है बहुत बड़ा मैच है इट्स लाइक वेरी बिग मैच तो मैं ये सोचता हूँ कि लोग लोग अ, आएंगे तुमने कहा है अच्छे से guys sorry guys hello
From him in
hello
terms of maybe the opportunities and chances, and certainly his skills and qualities.
इसका तो अर्जेंटली फोन आ गया था
growing in influence though as the season wears on. Lenormand came on at half-time. Llorente, clever player, and his cross is headed behind by Rudiger.
Yeah, the areas yet again I've said about both Real Madrid centre halves winning those areas there.
Well, Griezmann took the last one,
Yes,
but
oh,
Alvarez will
Alvarez,
take this
yeah.
corner. And Cardoso with the header that was away off target.
Atletico Madrid is playing
Half
very
chance,
well
small chance
very
maybe.
well
Simeone now in his 15th season in charge with Atlético, longest serving head coach currently in La Liga. It's his club with the biggest spenders in La Liga over the summer.
Nice.
In fact, these
Real
two
Madrid.
biggest spending
एक
sides,
गोल मार
Atletico invested a bit more than
आराम से
Real
अपन
Madrid in
सिक्योर
terms
हो
of
जाए.
outgoings. Real Madrid had the bigger
I
net
don't wanna
spend.
watch penalties यार, please. आराम से
Maybe
खेलो,
there's a
अपन
feeling in
जीत जाए.
Spain that perhaps with the money that they've spent in the last couple of years, Atletico aren't quite living up to maybe what they should be doing.
Yeah, that's a fair shout. I mean, for so many years he's necessarily worked on
कभी
a
मैं
budget, but certainly a lot less than
रमजान आते आते
Real Madrid and
चैंपियंस लीग
Barcelona that you
फाइनल,
always
फिर
strive to be,
बहुत
because if you
फाइनल
finish
आएगा,
above
मजा
those
आएगा.
two, the majority of the time you do win the league, and when he does find those quality players that he has done since going into the new ground, they certainly feel backed him, especially the last couple of seasons, as you mentioned.
Currently 6
यार
points
मजा
worse
आएगा.
off than they were at this stage last season in La Liga.
Jude
Bellingham
Bye.
leading the charge for Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior beaten to it by
पेनल्टी
Hansco.
पेनल्टी नहीं.
Yeah, Atletico currently 7 points behind Real Madrid, 11 points behind Barcelona.
Too much here again. I think the referees
11
used the game
points.
well.
एक मिनट ला लीगा का आपको टेबल देखा नहीं.
Up towards Surlot. Brought it down nicely. Was looking for the room for the shot, and
हाँ
he
भाई.
did pretty well there to get a shot
FMJ
away.
क्लियर कर. Nice one.
Such a handful, isn't he, with his physical presence, his stature.
I don't think he gets the credit he deserves for maybe when the ball is at his
La
feet.
Liga.
Simeone has praised the
यही चल रहा
different options that Surlot gives them to the other
49,
forwards that he has.
45,
Saw that
46,
for the goal,
47,
didn't we? Cardoso, Alvarez,
तीन ड्रॉ हुआ है भाई, दो लूज.
Griezmann beyond him, Valverde got in the way. Now it's
मुश्किल
Camavinga.
है. जीतना चाहिए भाई हम लोग. अभी
Cherry
हमारे एक
couldn't
मैच नहीं
intercept.
खेला.
Rodrigo, Camavinga. Rudiger.
पहला 0 वॉचिंग हो गया भाई अपना. मैं खुद का ही वॉचिंग देख रहा हूँ. ऐसा है क्या? मैं खुद एक ही बंदा पे तो मैं देखता हूँ खुद का.
Fell on Mendy is going to be coming on shortly. This is Tchouaméni. And Barcelona awaiting the winners of this in the final on Sunday, which will be live on TNT Sports and Discovery Plus. Asensio, Valverde.
अलवर्दे मेरा भाई 8 नंबर दिया भाई मेरा. टोनी क्रूस का नंबर. ट्रिगर ने डाला है मचान पास. हाथ मिला हाथ. विनीशियस जूनियर बोल रहा है कि भाई हाथ पे लगा है.
Alvarez,
Camavinga.
Camavinga.
Ref.
Exceptional work rate you see from Alvarez, who gives away the free kick there, and now maybe change can happen.
तीन प्लेयर भाई वर्ल्ड कप विनर.
Fran Garcia is going to be coming on for Real Madrid.
So
पे नहीं
so
लगा
far, I
अभी.
mean, you probably feel that
शोल्डर से
Atletico
कनेक्टेड.
Madrid have got better options off the bench in terms of the balance and everything that maybe what Xabi Alonso has at his disposal, but you can see the game slowing down a little bit. If you understand that Real Madrid haven't been great in this second half so far. Yes, they've got the second goal, but in terms of the general play,
डियर फैन गैरी का को
they've
भेज
been that
दो.
good in terms of what
मैंने
Atletico
लग
Madrid
रहा
have
है
offered.
संभालेगा.
So Mendy coming on along with Fran Garcia. Garcia scored at the weekend in the 5-1 win over Betis. Mendy's seen
Garcia का
hardly any
batting.
football this season. His last appearance, the 26th of November, is in fact his only appearance of the season. Missed the start of the campaign with a hamstring injury, then suffered another muscular injury. So Rudiger makes way. And Asensio has come off here as well. And you mentioned earlier, Adam, how well the two centre-backs have played for Real Madrid, particularly in terms of how they've sensed danger.
Yeah, I think they've been excellent, the pairing between them, considering the lack of safety they've had for those crosses coming into the box. And the amount that happened, there was always going to be a bound that you can't keep defending the way they did and not allow a goal to happen.
And
Any fault attributed to Asensio for the goal for Sola?
Not really. I mean, Solot's a player at the far post where he just uses his
पहले
strength and
चेल्सी
his
में खेल
power
सकते थे वो
just to
चेल्सी
get that
में
little nudge on him to create that bit of space.
क्या हुआ
Ruggieri. Cardoso. Look for Griezmann. They've not really got him involved too much yet.
Kama Right Valverde Kama Chouamani
Headed by
Chouamani.
Rodrigo to the goal scorer.
Rodrigo
The scorer of the opening
Kama.
goal, Valverde. Camavinga to
Mendy
Mendy. Final 20 minutes then of this semi-final. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Camavinga.
Camavinga
Vinicius.
Vinicius
Garcia
Fran
and
Garcia
Mendy has got a long way forward here and cut out by Lenormand. Foul by Fran Garcia.
The changes made by Xabi Alonso with the new centre-half partnership of Canales and Tchouameni.
धक्का थोड़ी दिया
in the
भाई
Champions League as well, and bringing that more into his game more and more in the Real Madrid shirt.
भाई क्या बचा है ये फोटवा हर एक तरीके से हर एक जगह से बचा है
Hansko. Lenormand. Llorente.
versus Atlético Madrid
It feels like some of the energy has gone out of Atletico's play, which is
Oh,
a surprise really with
क्या
the
पास दिया
changes
है
they've made. Advantage played here.
ये गोल गया ना एक
Fran
नंबर
Garcia.
पर मजा आएगा Fran Garcia
And
Fran
still goes
Garcia
on.
क्या कर
Just got
रहा
away
है
from him slightly, and now Atletico get the
Offside.
decision.
Really good run there from Vinicius Junior. They just created that bit of space for Fran Garcia to drive into. Then maybe that reverse ball to Vinicius Junior could have been the better option, but it was just a slightly heavy touch.
क्या पास दिया है भाई
So it was a foul. I think the referee has managed this game
Oh.
really well so far.
this is not done yet
Surlock, who's looking to bring others into play here.
लॉन्ग खतरनाक लगता है रे चल मिला इतना भी खतरनाक नहीं है वहाँ पे
Vinicius.
ए रेफ
Bellingham.
चल उड़ गया
Remember Steve McManaman saying in the past of Jude Bellingham that even when Real Madrid have struggled, he's still been often exceptional. So often stands out from others.
Kama to
Good
Valverde
display for him. From him
Valverde to Rodrigo
tonight, that presence in the midfield.
Rodrigo to Valverde Kama फिर बाद में Rodrigo वापस
Rodrigo.
Gracia
Fran Garcia.
Fran Garcia
Rodrigo.
अंदर
Garcia to
Valverde के पास है
Garcia's waiting
चार
in the
ऊपर से
middle, others in there as well.
Hmm.
Fired in at pace, and Bellingham, unsurprisingly, couldn't control it. Could they counter here, Atletico? Too much on it for Simeone.
Also risky क्योंकि भाई और एक मार दिया एटलेटिको ने तो हमारे लग सकते हैं.
Good advantage again from the referee to try and allow that switch of play to happen for Simeone's side. I mean, this is fired in with velocity and power, so there's not really a lot that Jude Bellingham could have done to get anything on that towards goal.
So Almada coming on here. It's Sherlock, who's worked really hard in his attempts to lead the line tonight for Atletico and has got himself a goal as well, who's replaced Thiago Almada, an Argentina international signed from Botafogo in July. Spent the second half of last season on loan at Lyon. As part of that side, beaten 5-4 at Old Trafford in the Europa League semi-finals at 7-6 on aggregate. It was a crazy tie there. He's quite versatile, Almada. Can play as an attacking central midfielder, as a winger on either flank. He's naturally right-footed.
So, of course, I'd say Sherlock was just, you could just see him tiring. The effort that he's put into this game and getting inside that goal that's given them a glimmer of hope for the last 15 minutes. But you're feeling the game is getting more and more stretched. That may suit Xabi Alonso's side to finish this game stronger.
नहीं ये लोग ड्रिंक ब्रेक है ये इसको भेजेगा ही नहीं.
Drinks break here for the players allows me to let you know about what we have coming up on TNT Sports and Discovery Plus. Set to be our biggest January ever, as well as the Premier League. We'll bring you the final two match days for both the UEFA Champions League and Europa League, the iconic third round of the Emirates FA Cup and the fourth round of the Women's FA Cup. Plus we've the first tennis Grand Slam of the year with every match of the Australian Open, England's cricket tour of Sri Lanka, Masters snooker, as well as your favourite winter sports as Team GB stars prepare for February's Winter Olympics in Milano Cortina. An exciting month of sports ahead of us.
मस्त गोल मारा था अभी गाइस ड्रिंक ब्रेक.
You have to credit Atletico, Adam, for the way that they reacted so quickly. Just over 3 minutes after that Rodrigo goal, they go up the other end and get one back.
I think, yeah, that's certainly the frustration, because start of the second half, I thought they started really, really well. Goal against a runner plays slightly that put them 2 goals back, but after the Valverde free kick, they reacted really, really well. And after the Rodrigo goal, they've acted even better and found themselves a goal.
Certainly well backed in this part of the world, aren't they, Real Madrid? As Simeone readies another change. Molina is going to be coming on. World Cup winner, started the final.
World Cup winner बोला था क्या Alvarez. एक नंबर जो अरे काम.
Beautifully. Vinicius Junior just taken away from him. Llorente can only give possession to Mendy. Bellingham.
Fast था भाई वो बोल रहे थे one of the best assists होता है.
Fran Garcia. Camavinga. Mendy. Tchouameni.
Valverde. Camavinga.
El Clasico in Sunday's final.
Camavinga. Camavinga.
Atletico.
Ref.
Certainly not given this.
Ref.
You certainly feel with just under 15 minutes, but plus injury time as well, that there will be another chance and opportunity for either side to either go and win this game or put themselves back into it. But the game has slowed right down. A lot of effort has gone in from both teams, the humidity and where they are now.
अभी Camavinga injured है तो इन लोगों को मिलेगा
The game, the way it's gone, his substitution on his side could be the difference.
आराडा गुलर आ रहा है भाई. Arda
Molina
Güler
has been
Arda
waiting
Güler भाई
patiently on the
मेरा
touchline as
favorite है
well.
Turkish
Touches
player
cramp
है
for
and
Camavinga.
he is very young and he is
I
very
like that
good.
story that he texted Endrick when he joined
Fun.
Lyon on loan to warn him never to wear green, of course, the colours of Lyon's rival Saint-Etienne. Out to Fran Garcia.
Huh?
His crossover towards Gonzalo Garcia. Oh, they've lost it, and Rodrigo pushed away. Vinicius Junior couldn't keep his feet there.
Rodrigo अच्छा मार दिया था भाई
Just over 10 minutes to go.
भाई 10 मिनट है
Hanska.
10 मिनट बैठ करना है फिर बार्सिलोना का सेमीफाइनल
Good run in behind here, Griezmann. The flag does now go up. Finally, they can make that change. Matteo Ruggieri to be replaced
Molina.
by Molina. Some fresh legs
fresh legs
in that full-back position.
भाई सिर्फ डिफेंस संभालो आराम से खेलो भाई आराम से खेलो
Arda Güler will replace Vinicius
Arda
Junior.
Güler भाई
Whose wait for a goal goes on. 16 matches and counting now.
They've marked him well this evening. Here is Simeone's side and have
Really
really limited
limited
to a few opportunities and chances. As his goal drive does go on, so he still gets a warm round of applause for these fans here.
And so on comes Arda Güler. There's some chatter, I think, again there between Simeone and Vinicius, as there was in the first half.
डियोगो सिमोने ने कुछ बोला क्या
It's
क्या
nothing
हुआ
new.
No, it's not.
Yellow card for Vinicius there.
सिमोने ने कुछ तो बोला
And
सिमोने
for Diego Simeone, we've seen a few of those over the years.
उसको चिढ़ा रहे थे इन लोग तो उसमें से बड़ा काम कुछ नहीं
Can't be two
क्या बोलते हैं इन लोग
bigger wind-up merchants in football than Diego Simeone, though.
डियोगो सिमोने ने
Vinicius
तो
walked into the trap a
विनिशियस
bit there.
जूनियर के आइडल ने जवाब दिया था बहुत गंदा वाला बेचारा अब तक एक चैंपियंस लीग नहीं जीता है 0 चैंपियंस लीग 0 रोनाल्डो का 5 है उसने वो टाइम पे बोला था एपिक
Hanska.
बट डियोगो सिमोने
They
को ये
find
मानना
an equaliser here,
को ये मानना
Atletico.
पड़ेगा कि एथलेटिको मैड्रिड
We're
में
2-0
इतने
down.
सालों से है बहुत सालों से
Only lost one of the last 7 Madrid derbies. Had a good record lately against their city rivals.
एक चैंपियंस लीग में जीत पाया वो मेरे ख्याल से ला लीगा जीता है
Hansko has done well and he's got players waiting in the box. Needs a good delivery. And Griezmann was in there.
ग्रीजमैन
The
ने
acrobatic effort.
एक्रोबैटिक मारा
Alvarez, Griezmann. And Almada tried to play it through.
ये
To be
रहा
perfect, and it wasn't, just a little over here.
Yeah, to be delicate. That little pass into
French
Antoine
player
Griezmann.
खतरनाक फ्रेंच प्लेयर
Now, brilliant technique here from him. Hansko now down that left-hand side, getting into a brilliant position there. Just throws off Mendy nicely. Just an awkward one for Thibaut Courtois, just in front of him. Unfortunately, there wasn't an Atlético Madrid player following in there, but good play again. First time we've really seen him have an opportunity in this game since coming on.
Griezmann, part of Atleti's last Super Cup winning side in 2014 when they beat Real Madrid in the final.
मेंडी
As Simeone has said so often in
और
his
10 मिनट
Atletico
है
career has been a difference maker.
ग्रीजमैन पहले
Club's all-time
एथलेटिको
top
में था
scorer.
बार्सिलोना में गया फिर वापस एथलेटिको में आया
Almada.
वापस एथलेटिको में आने के बाद उसको थोड़ा चमका और ग्रीजमैन जब उधर था तब मेसी भी
Rubio.
था. I guess मेसी था या नहीं था, I don't know. मेसी भी था.
Cardoso. Lenormand. Hansko. Cardoso. Llorente will chase this, followed by Bellingham. Molina. Llorente. Nice. Alvarez. Good pullback. Llorente! Good chance. They worked that so well.
Well, they've got the type of players on now.
ये लोंटे पहले इधर था.
That's not leading in the line, but they will have to play these little gives and goes and these little interplays here. It's good play there from him. Doesn't give up on it. Good awareness there for us to play it back. Does he go to the wrong side of the goal? Probably.
उसने ये आयो मार सकता था.
It's only half an opportunity there for Diego Simeone's side as they try and push for this equaliser.
He's shown his versatility in the second half. Llorente
भाई
playing
सो
in a
जाओ.
more
नहीं भाई,
central
मैच खत्म होने के बाद सो
area.
जाएंगे
He's
इंशाल्लाह.
capable of doing. He's been one of the best right backs in La Liga
एक गोल मारा
so
तो
far this
टेंशन
season. In
फ्री हो
fact,
जाते.
some
अभी
would
भी
probably say
टेंशन
the
है.
best right back
एक
in
गोल
La
मारा तो
Liga.
भाई वाट कर
Ceballos
सकता.
and
अभी पूरा
yeah,
अपना
Argentina
जावी
international
पूरा पीछे अभी
Mastantuono going to be
सेरेब्रेस भी
coming on.
पीछे खेलता है और वो बंदा भी पीछे खेलता है.
Feeling that story how Llorente named his
इसके
goal
बाद सोएंगे
Anfield
भाई मैच
after
के बाद.
Atleti beat Liverpool.
मैच देखो
Knocked
आप
them out
और
in the
मेरा लाइव
Champions League
रिएक्शन भी
back in
देखो.
2020.
रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस बार्सिलोना. रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस एटलेटिको मैड्रिड. बार्सिलोना
Alamada.
की माफिया.
Hansko. Almada. Alvarez. He's got a corner. Final 5 minutes of the game.
What they need to do now, isn't it? For the majority of the game, they've been excellent, but maybe just lacking that real quality within that final third when they do break through this Real Madrid defence.
Alvarez will take the corner. Out it comes to Llorente. There's his shots, and it wasn't far wide.
लॉरेंटे
Really pushing for an equaliser here, Atleti.
क्या नाम क्या मशीच चिन.
Brilliant play there. Real Madrid expecting the crosses to come in straight away. It just bounces up nicely there, so you can get good control of the ball going forward. Courtois beaten there if that just edges inside the post.
Ceballos.
The
20
scorer of the goal that is
अच्छा,
the
right wing
difference
के अंदर
between the
20
teams coming off. Rodrigo being replaced on this near side by Franco Mastantuono.
If 4 minutes you have to bat.
The 18 years old, the
8
Argentina international
बैट
Camavinga
करना पड़ेगा. 4
coming
मिनट
off
और
here as well,
extra
having suffered a touch of
और
cramp
अभी अच्छा
earlier on
खासा
in this
फ्रेश
second
लेग्स
half.
भेजा जो कि पीछे
Ceballos
सपोर्ट करके
replaces
डिफेंस
him
कर सके.
in the midfield.
He's really unlucky there.
एक
Really
हेलो
unlucky.
बीजीएमआई कर लो ब्रो तुम. अभी बीजीएमआई भाई नहीं यार, बहुत मुश्किल है.
Enjoyed his performance tonight.
Okay.
Well, he's been excellent. As you've mentioned this season, he's been outstanding in that right back role. When he's had to ask to be moved forward, he does do that really well as well. That's an extra side to the game that he's
तो
got.
बीजीएमआई नहीं कर सकता वो. उसके लिए ऐप चाहिए, उसके लिए वो चाहिए. तो इंशाल्लाह कभी
Finished
नेक्स्ट टाइम
seventh
लाइव आएंगे तो
season with
बीजीएमआई
Atletico,
करेंगे.
but he had 11 years on Real Madrid's books. Llorente,
Yeah.
2008 up until
Yeah,
2019.
shit.
That's his dad, Paco, played for both clubs, and his maternal granddad, Ramon Grosso, also played for both clubs. Runs in the family. Hansko. Lenormand. Time running out on Atletico.
और वो आपका बहुत बड़ा फैन है. थैंक यू भाई.
Measured ball for Llorente,
आपका
and
नाम क्या है?
Griezmann's waiting in the box. Oh, brilliant cut out that by Tchouaméni. Otherwise,
Tchouaméni भाई
surely
ने
Griezmann
हार
would have
दी.
applied the finish.
ग्रीजमैन डाल देता था अंदर.
It's a
शाकिब
saving
भाई
challenge
थैंक यू
to stop that cross coming in there from Tchouaméni.
भाई फट गई थी यार मेरी
Real Madrid centre
2
halves have done
मिनट
that
के
time
लिए
and
डाल
time again
देता
this
मैं
evening.
चुआमानी ने बचाया है
Cardoso. Almada.
टफ तो हो रहा है भाई फट्टे टफ हो रहा है मतलब एथलेटिको मैड्रिड हार नहीं मान रही है वालवर्दे आराम से
Valverde
अपने
was
पास
there.
बॉल है ओके 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 ग्रासिया ले उससे बॉल कैसे भी करके
Alvarez
ओके अपने
wants
अपने
it
पास बॉल है अपने पास बॉल
to get
है
the
आराम से
return
आराम से
given away by Llorente.
कर रहा है पीछे सब प्लेयर खेल रहा है पीछे तू लेके भाग रहा है गधों के साथ
Space to turn for Alvarez.
आप ब्रो मेरे को आपका एक रोल
Alvarez again.
बहुत पसंद
Cardoso
है
asking
आयन
for
भाई
it.
वाला अरे थैंक यू मेरा भाई
Hansco. Griezmann waits in the box.
जिसमें नहीं
Mendy under
आयन
pressure.
भाई वाला पसंद है देखो इंशाल्लाह और अच्छे अच्छे आयन भाई वाले कंटेंट निकालूंगा मैं इंशाल्लाह
Atletico in a hurry, understandably. Last minute of the 90.
सजेस्ट करो
Llorente.
आयन की बिरयानी लवर निकालूं क्या आयन भाई बिरयानी लवर आयन भाई को बिरयानी बहुत पसंद है आयन भाई आयन भाई नाश्ते में बिरयानी खाते हैं आयन भाई
Real
खाने
Madrid
में बिरयानी
push
खाते
back
हैं
here. Lenormand.
आयन भाई लंच में बिरयानी
Almada.
खाते हैं अरे
Can
जिगर
they
चाहते
find their
हैं
way
आयन
through
भाई की
here?
खाते हैं बिरयानी
Simeone.
अरे कुमरही शेख शेख
Clear the setup.
वालेकुम सलाम भाई
Xabi Alonso, the subs that he's made, he's very happy for his side to sit back deep and allow these waves of pressure to come on.
लॉरेंट
Atleti have got it right, like they almost did there. A wonderful challenge from Tchouaméni. At times they've just forced it a little bit too much and given away the ball cheaply.
हिट दिया है भाई
So a minimum
आराम
of
से
7 minutes added time.
वालवर्दे
Valverde.
भाई आप ऐसे करते रहो बस आपके 1 लाख हो जाए
Real
इंशाल्लाह
Madrid's joint
भाई
leading assist
जल्दी
provider
भाई
in La
दुआ है
Liga
भाई
this season.
दुआ करो भाई इंशाल्लाह जल्दी मेरे
With
1 लाख हो
Vinicius.
जाए सेलिब्रेसिस पीछे दे अरे वाह नाइस पास 1 नंबर पास भाई 1 लाख भाई जल्दी करने हैं कैसे भी करके डाल
Finishing the
डाल
game
1
important here for
नंबर
Real Madrid.
गुड गेम ब्रो
Unless they could get a killer third
Sure.
goal. Bellingham might hit one, decided against it.
आसिया
Valverde with the cross, brave from Oblak.
साला ओब्लाक
Now look to build down the right now
Guys,
as Real Madrid get
6
numbers
मिनट
back.
है अभी
And he's out of position. That's why Jude Bellingham has to really stress himself to get back.
Alvarez.
इतना
He
इतना
produce a big
स्टैमिना चाहिए
moment in
रहता है
what
ना भाई
remains.
ऊपर नीचे करना ब्रो मेरी तो नॉर्मली टॉप में फट जाती है एंड दे आर
Llorente.
रनिंग 90 मिनट्स वैसे लोग
Countless
ट्रेनिंग
energy
और
from
वैसा
him
खाना
tonight.
भी होगा
Almada. Hansco makes a run down the
इंशाल्लाह अपना
left.
भी होगा
Chance to cross with
I'm
numbers
love
in
to
the
play
box.
football
Tchouaméni with the header. As far as
लॉरेंटो
Llorente.
भाई
Almada. Llorente. Griezmann.
लॉरेंटो थोड़ा
Just too many
फाड़ रहा है
white
भाई
shirts in the
लॉरेंटो
way.
और ग्रीजमैन लॉरेंटो को अचानक क्या हो गया पता नहीं
Volleyed forward by Lenormand. Helped on by Ceballos. Determined Simeone got there first. Atletico hope for one last chance perhaps. Almada. Space down the right. Sensibly, that's where it goes. Almada.
अल्माडा हाँ एथलेटिको मैड्रिड खेल रही है
Llorente.
भाई मेरे को थोड़ा डर तो लग रहा है बट लेट्स सी
Well
मिला
intercepted.
मिला
And they
ऐसे
quickly won
Dal.
that. Now
भाग
it's played forward to Garcia.
हाँ,
Goulart is up there
Garcia.
with him. Options either side. Wasted
क्या
opportunity,
हक
really.
किया
Nice
रे
chance there. Just maybe run into the corner to run the clock down a little bit.
Perhaps a bit of an experience showing from the youth graduate, who got his first La Liga goals at the weekend.
तो किया भाई बहुत
Simeone.
बड़ा
I just wasn't on the same wavelength as Alvarez, who's looking tired now.
Yeah, they are. Alvarez looking particularly tired. Just tired passes now, the real key stages of the game for both teams.
3 गाइस और
It's so
4 मिनट
important for
है
Xabi Alonso. Came into this match under big pressure. Simeone with the ball over, and Courtois read what was coming.
He's asking for someone to make that run across the near post, but you're not going to do that with a ball like that anyway. I think for the amount of chances now that Atletico Madrid have got into that final third, it's just not been good enough, really, for the amount of
पूरी
time that they've
फैमिली
been
दिखती है आपको
in those
मेरे
small fine margins and
अम्मी
small
तो बहुत
chances of
दिखती है आपको
lacking that bit of
अरे वाह भाई
quality.
थैंक यू सो मच
Well, in many ways, Simeone will feel his game plan
मैं
has
ऐसी
worked
support
because they've
करो
got
and
themselves
मैं
into the
ऐसी और
positions. They
अच्छे
just haven't
content
been
लाऊंगा
anywhere near as
इंशाल्लाह
clinical, really, as their opposition.
अच्छा देना भाई
Rodrigo
अच्छा देना
goal, an example of that.
तानिया शेख थैंक यू सो मच ब्रो
Molina, the normal.
मेरे लाइफ पे बहुत अलग
Hanscom.
अलग तरीके के होते हैं मेरे व्लॉग्स
Just under 2.5 minutes to go of added time. Cardoso.
तो
Almada.
भाई सानिया शेख ब्रो
Cardoso.
आप कहाँ से हो
Hanscom.
मैं मुंबई चेन्नई से हूँ आप किधर से
Cardoso. Julian Alvarez, is there a big moment left in him tonight? 2 to go, just under that.
Have to work the ball without Sörloth on the pitch. They need to try and find
Shakib
a bit of space and a precise ball into the box.
भाई शाकिब
Llorente is one of their most likely sources of
पार्ट लगा
inspiration
रही
in
है
this second half.
गाइस 2 मिनट है
Thiago
2 मिनट
Almada.
बैर करना है नहीं खाना है गोल
Simeone.
आराम से
Oh, nice! Alvarez! That was their moment, the chance they'd been waiting for.
Just probably feel it's not going to be their night.
That's it.
But they've had to wait really patiently for this build-up play, and it's just Bellingham. It just pushes up a little bit
भाई
too much there.
क्या दिक्कत है
That allows the space in behind.
क्या दिक्कत है
They don't look over the shoulder.
वाह
He just snaps at the chance. It's a tired shot towards goal. Is that the last opportunity that Atletico Madrid are going to have in this game?
Such a clever ball by Almada. And you use the word snatched there, Adam, and I think that's the perfect description. It looked like a centre-forward who isn't maybe lacking a bit in confidence right now. 1 goal in
लास्ट
7
अटैक ये भी
games
लास्ट अटैक
for Alvarez. 30 seconds to go here.
ओके जोगेश्वरी ने
The whistles from the Real Madrid supporters.
ओनली 30 सेकंड्स कम ऑन
Real Madrid nearly there.
एटलेटिको मैड्रिड
They're like it a
खेल
lot.
रही तो
They've
है
got to get something into the box, and they're running out of time.
in 10
Almada,
सेकंड ये
Hanscom.
लास्ट अटैक है इसके ऊपर
Just seconds remaining now. Lenormand. Surely it's just got to go into the box now. Llorente.
Yeah.
Bellingham was in the way. And Real Madrid prevail. Through they go
ठीक है
to Sunday's Super Cup final. A massive
संडे
victory
है
for
सुपर कप
Xabi
फाइनल
Alonso.
बात
His
करना
first over Diego Simeone as a coach. Rodrigo decisive. The Brazilian, the
मिलेंगे
match
भाई
winner in the end.
यार
Sörloth
इसके लिए थोड़ा
had got
बुरा लगा
Atletico back into it, and they pushed and pushed. And a great chance to equalise right at the end for Julian Alvarez that he couldn't take. And it will be an El Clasico final.
एल क्लासिको
It is Real Madrid
सुपर
who
कप
prevail.
फाइनल
Just one of those games where you probably feel the team that's got into the final is probably not the best team over 90 minutes, but the criticism that Xabi Alonso's side have received this season, maybe with the fluidity of play, was maybe evident this evening. However, I think when you look on the balance
Like
of play, I think
good game, all
Diego
super
Simeone
good
will be
game.
fairly
Lorenzo,
disappointed with his side's
Griezmann,
quality
Atletico
within
Madrid
that
played
final
well,
third, with
but
the amount of shots that they had
congratulations to Real
towards
Madrid. We
Thibaut
are
Courtois'
in the
goal. But
game.
cup competitions is about the final result. Real Madrid have prevailed.
We are in the game. So guys, ऐसे एंड सपोर्ट करते रहो, मचाते रहो, एंड यही करते हैं हम लाइव एंड। और रियल मैड्रिड जीत चुकी है और हम लोग खेलेंगे फाइनल बार्सिलोना के साथ में। तो स्टे ट्यून्ड, या तो बाय। ऐसे एंड को सपोर्ट करते मचाते रहो एंड स्टे ट्यून फॉर द नेक्स्ट लाइव। संडे करेंगे हम सीधा बार्सिलोना वर्सेस रियल मैड्रिड। बाय। एल क्लासिको सुपर कप फाइनल।